Hey guys, what's going on? This is John Lee Hilliard from JT's Vending. Thank you guys for deciding to rock with us today. This data, sorry, such a habit of saying data devotional. But this video that you are about to watch, it's it's me explaining from factual information that's on, and this is only based off the Tennessee's child support website. But every state has different child support laws, and they change like every other year. They update the website. They sometimes update the website in different states, but I know in Tennessee they try to update it as often as possible on the website to match the laws. But a lot of times we don't find out until we go to court, and then you're kind of too late. You're not prepared. So this video is because I've been getting so many young men, like I'm trying to explain child support to, and they are under the concept or myth that they are special, that they're different, that child support ain't gonna bother them, that their baby mama is not gonna put them on child support, or their baby mama love them too much. And sadly, this is white and black young men, but in our society, Arlo, yeah. So I'm sitting outside, just relaxing on my porch. My dog is just wandering around, but so in this society, young men and women have been told or believe, because they listen to other poor people and poverty-minded people, that getting married is bad. But it's ordained. God ordained marriage. Marriage is not a bad thing. Marrying the wrong person, obviously, but it's not a bad thing. It's nothing. Marriage is nothing to fear. And I got some, I guess, an opinion from a friend of mine. She's recently divorced, and she applauds the fact that she got divorced, and yeah, he probably was the wrong dude to marry, and that she not going down there to put him on child support. And we were having a conversation during the week with a young man. He's 21 years old. He's been with his girlfriend for 6 years. She's in school for nursing, and he don't want to marry her, and she's pregnant with his child. And when he asked me about it, I told him, like, you're gonna have a bastard child. Your child is going to be born out of wedlock, which meaning it's going to be a bastard. He's like, but I'm there. I'm doing this. I don't care what you're doing. You're not doing the right things. You're not marrying her. You're just you got her pregnant. You had fun, and now she's pregnant and about to have a child, and she's already asking you about getting in food stamps. And I'm talking through the process. I said, man, you don't understand. Child support is going to put you on it regardless, because you're in the state of Tennessee, and if she get any benefits, Arlo, come. If she get any benefits from the state, they're going to put you on child support. He's like, no. So he went in. So he told me, he did admit to me, his father's never been in his life, and he was raised by a mother and grandmother. So obviously his next best thing after talking to me was to go to another one, the young lady that's divorced, and she's older, she's around my age, and talk to her. And she came back to me and was like, John, why you scare that boy? I said, why you're not scaring him. You're leading him to believe it's going to be sunshine and rainbows, and he's a male, and he just got a girl pregnant, and he's not trying to marry her because she's in school. And she was like, well, they ain't going to put him on. They ain't put my baby dad on. Because he wasn't your baby dad when your child was born. Y'all were married. This man don't plan on marrying this girl. She's pregnant. His child will have daddy issues because more than likely they're not going to stay together. because the young woman gonna want commitment. She gonna want financial security, and he's talking about he got $1,000, and he's straight, and he don't even he's 21, and no one is being honest and upfront with this young man. And me and Miss Candace, we had a discussion, and I told her, you're a woman. Child support is not essentially going to phase you, but it's going to punish the man for being unmarried. Child support, and I put it to this concept. If you guys remember back in the day, child support, shotgun weddings, where the father would stand behind the groom with a shotgun, and essentially it was, you marry my daughter and make her an honest woman, and you build a family that you've already started playing house with, or I kill you, I shoot you. That was the concept. So how I explained it to her was that the government has stepped in that role of father, and what they're saying is, I will kill you, I will take everything from you, I will take 70 up to, in Tennessee now, this is Tennessee, I will take up to 75% of your finances. I will take recreational vehicles like boats, handgun license, fishing license. I will take everything you have so that the child is taken care of, as long as the mother is receiving any benefits. And she didn't agree with that. And I told her, that's fine, you don't have to agree. But you and your husband were married. They don't punish divorce. They punish unwed parents. Most likely, the unwed mother gets child support and food stamps. So this right here, this is a clip of what I got off the website. And it shows you that unwed mothers, the non-custodial parent, which will be the father, he will be placed on child support, most likely. And I can guarantee you it's going to happen. They'll put him on child support, even if she receives food stamps. And he don't understand this, because instead of him looking and researching this stuff himself, he takes the word of a woman who has been divorced, is divorced, and it's not a bad thing, but she's coming from it as, I ain't doing it to my baby daddy. Well, all women don't do the same thing. And if she receives food stamps, which she's already telling him she wants, because he's not making enough money to provide and keep them fed, her and the baby, and WIC and all this, once she started getting that assistance, they're going to, once he signs that birth certificate in that hospital, they're going to find out that he's the biological father because he signed the birth certificate. They're going to ask the mother for the birth certificate. She's going to submit the birth certificate to the child support office on Mendenhall, and then they're going to contact him through his social security number and his employer, and they're going to find out where he works, and then find out where he lives. He lives with her. They're going to send a letter to him stating that child support will be garnishing his wages for X amount. And they're going to give him a court date. And what the judge is going to explain to him is what she explains to all men. Why didn't you marry her? And he's going to say what he told me. Well, she was going to school. I didn't want to mess up her school benefits. So you chose to use the government to take care of your child that you refuse to be in the child's life, like financially. And he's not going to have anything to say. And the judge is going to say, yeah, whatever, next. Another one bites the dust. He's on child support. He's frustrated because he lives with her. He's playing. They're having sex. She's pregnant. They're paying all their bills together. They're living together. They share bank accounts. They share vehicles. They're doing all the things that a married couple would do. And that young man has a mindset, a poverty mindset. He don't want to marry her. But you want to do everything that comes with marriage. You don't want to commit to this woman because you feel like you don't have to commit. And more than likely, he thinks being a man means having a bunch of girlfriends, having baby mama drama. He's 21 years old. But I just was frustrated that this older woman, older divorcee, was giving this young man false information that he couldn't back up. But what I realized is that he wasn't raised with his father. He don't like hearing the truth. He don't like hearing factual information. So he ran to her to kind of justify that I was lying. And I told her I'm not lying. I have the factual information that he will be placed on child support. If he signs that birth certificate, they will then, even if he don't sign it, when they tell her they're going to cut off her Medicaid and her benefits, if she don't give them the father's information, she gonna turn it in, because she wants food stamps and government assistance and Medicaid. And when she does that, they're going to put him on child support. But the only way he can shield himself is if he stopped trying to be a little boy running the streets, stop trying to play house, and get married. Married a woman. He's been with her 6 years. Anyway, I get Arlo. I get fired up every time I think about that, man. Just how lost we are in society, especially like young people, when they see marriage as a crutch or something to hurt or take something from you. So these are some of my notes I had to type up earlier. It's about marriage, covering it from the Bible. The Bible says that marriage is God ordained, lifelong, and sexually exclusive covenant between a man and a woman. It is a holy convocation that is meant to reflect the love between God and his people. The Bible teaches that marriage is a relationship of love, intimacy, and selflessness. And then I just got like a few like scriptures. Here are some of my Bible scriptures that are related to marriage. And notice, guys, the Bible has nothing to say about girlfriends. Your girlfriend or boyfriend, that's irrelevant. That's a man-made concept to try to trick people to think that I can build a relationship with my boyfriend. I can build a solid home with my boyfriend or with my girlfriend. But when that boyfriend and girlfriend decide to up and roll, and yes, they can decide to up and roll when they're married, but at that point, you're legally covered. The other person is legally covered. When you're just dating, that playing house, or what do you call it? They call it in some in Memphis, like legal. You've been living together 5 or 10 years or something like that. You legally married. Some foolishness they come up with, but mine is based off biblical principles. So let's cover it real quick. Arlo, viens ici, come. Ephesians chapter 5 verse 25. I know that one because I love that one. Husbands, love your wives. Titus chapter 2 verse 4 teach the young women to love their husbands. Genesis chapter 2 verse 24. Therefore shall a man leave his father and mother, and shall cleave unto his wife, not girlfriend, and they shall be one flesh. 1 Corinthians chapter 7. But if they cannot control themselves, they shall marry, for it is better to marry than to burn with passion. And Isaiah chapter 54 verse 5. Your husband is your maker. The Lord of hosts is his name. So even in the Old Testament taught that the same thing. Genesis chapter 2 verse 24. Married couples are meant to be unified in every possible way. But when you don't you can't unify with a girlfriend or boyfriend. You can only unify with your husband or wife, a man and a woman. So what kills me is they don't explain in society today that if it takes a man and a woman to come together, have sex, and have a child, why do you think a man alone can raise a child? Why do you think a woman by herself, a single mother, can raise it? That's nothing to brag about. That's a horrible ordeal. If you can make a baby by yourself, just immaculate, you can stand there and go, I'm pregnant, then that's one thing. But that's not how the world works, guys. The world is set up to where you need a man and a woman to procreate, have sex, have a child, create a human being after nine months, and voila. But if you don't have those two to start, you can't start the process. And yes, I know that's artificial insemination, blah, blah, blah. But You have to artificially inseminate to manufacture a child into this world. And again, someone else has to do it. Someone else has to do it. It can't be you doing the whole process. That's not how God set this world up. So now I can understand if you're non-Christian and you have one of those binary lives about doing things, then hey, may God have mercy on you. That's you. But me and my family, if you ask me my personal advice, I'm giving it to you based off biblical principles, not nothing John has been through. I'm going through child support now, getting off. I'm trying to get off because I have sole custody of my son because his mother was deemed unfit. And I'm still on child support until the judge decides to rule in my favor. Simple as that. So going there can't tell been there nothing. But in our society, young men, they don't want to listen. They think being a player, being a pimp is being a man. That's being a fool. My dog can run around and have babies. My dog can jump on any girl when he in heat. Simple as that. A dog and a boy does things like that. You're not a man, you're a male. A grown adult male with a penis. That's it. Any idiot, any animal, any male animal can do that. But it takes a man to commit to a woman and build something and build a family. That takes a man. It does not take somebody trying to be a player or a pimp. That's not being a man. You've been fooled. Our young people have been fooled into thinking that that's cool. Baby mama drama, baby daddy drama. That's not cool. There's nothing to brag about. You look like an idiot, a flat out idiot. If you having sex with someone and you're getting them pregnant. This obviously for my men, or for my boys who are out there. You're getting women pregnant and you jump into the next one. That's foolish, because now your daughter or son going to have daddy issues because you're not going to be able to be in 15 of your kids' life all at the same time, equal amounts. No way. I mean, but again, if you have no biblical foundation for your life, then that's what you get. You reap what you sow. If you sow nothing or sow foolishness, you get foolishness and multiply it. If you seek ye first the kingdom of God, all else in this world will be given unto you. All else. These are simple principles. Sorry, I got another note. Hey guys, truly sorry for interrupting you watching this video. Thank you for just subscribing to our channel and watching our videos. But we want to come to ask now, as they do in 2 Corinthians chapter 9, verse 7, says, God loves a cheerful giver. He loves someone who gives what's decided in their heart, not out of obligation or compulsion. So we're coming right now to ask you guys to give to our ACER program, which is a step into reality. And you can go to our website here, and at the very top of the page, you'll see a donation button. Click that donation button, and we would truly appreciate you give what God puts on your heart to give. And what we do, we take those resources and we go into low-income areas and we teach biblical principles about personal finance to try to help the young men and women reduce some of the generational poverty that will come if they don't have this foundation of personal finances. And we're adults. We know how hard it is when you don't know how to manage the money you do have coming in. And when children are growing up, they form bad money habits, and that leads to generational poverty. So, guys, thank you so much. Please give whatever your heart desires. We thank you so much again for being subscribed. And back to the show. Have a blessed day. So what was it about? Oh yeah. Sorry, the Tennessee Child Support website. So a lot of people don't go to the website, and they listen to other people. Young men, stop listening to random people, especially random broke people who are on child support. Every situation is different, but I guarantee you, this is from I'll put it in the show notes, but unwed mother that receives food stamps in Tennessee, in Memphis, even in Millington, if you're in the state of Tennessee, the state will attempt to establish child support from the child's father, meaning you will be placed on child support. This is because Tennessee laws requires cooperation with child support enforcement when receiving public assistance like EBT, even if you're not married to the child's father. Not married. Even if you're not married to the child's father. You can go on the Tennessee Child Support website if you want to check that out. Let's see, make sure you got it. Tennessee Child Support. So yeah, tn.gov, Department of Human Services Child Support Enforcement Services. You can type that in, Department of Human Services in Tennessee.gov, and you can hit those questions. You can hit. I don't have a login, but you can hit like frequently asked questions. But you can call the child support office on Mendenhall. Google child support in Memphis, Tennessee, and it'll give you the address of the places. You can ask those people questions, and they will give you an honest answer. And they'll tell you the government in each state punishes people for having children, unwed mothers for having children outside of marriage, having bastard childs or children. That's a punishment, and the state puts the non-custodial parent, which is and they put women on there too, but most likely it's the man that's on child support. And then when you start to try to clean your life up, now you created a situation for yourself, and then you go, child support a trap. It only traps stupid people. Listen to me. Child support can only trap stupid people. Like moi. I did it. I got caught up in a trap because I believed when I was younger that government assistance was what I needed. I was actually sitting in the child support office on Mendenhall when my son's mother went to fill out for food stamps. We were playing house. We weren't married. It was 13 years ago, and I was working, but I wasn't making much money to feed her and our son. I was like, man, let's get on food stamps. So we went down to the office, and they actually talked to us, and they were going to give her $200 a month because I was putting my information down as well. So the woman got the application. She said, well, Miss Morton, if y'all not married and and she was so kind and polite. She said, if you don't put him down on there, then we can give you $1,200 a month instead of $200 a month. They're going to give another $1,000 in food stamps and Tennessee Assistance for Needy Families, SNAP, EBT. They're going to give her all of it, and except for a housing stipend, which was back then was like $900 a month for her to live somewhere, because we live together. And we told them that we're together, but we're not married. And she was so polite and was like, oh yeah, we're fine, we'll do this. What they don't tell you is that once the mother receives the benefits and she doesn't have the father down on that paper, now she's considered unwed because she's not married. We're not married, but we're living together, and she's pregnant. And what they don't tell you is that when that process starts, the government sues the non-custodial parent in order to extract money from your bank account and anything you have under your Social Security. If you have net worth or a house or anything. Notice how the athletes and movie stars, they're even afraid of child support because they have so much reach, because it's a lawsuit. This is not a joke, guys. So I hope this information helps someone. Young men, don't get caught up in that trap. Young women, don't get caught up in that food stamp trap. Arlo, come. Don't get caught up in that child support, food stamp, welfare trap. If you need it, use it. If you don't, stay away from it. Young men, if you're with this woman and you got her pregnant and she is not the one you want to marry, then you messed up. but you need to take care of your child. This young man was so afraid he thought I was telling him not to take care of your child. No, you're not taking care of your child correctly. Showing up for doctor's appointments is not being a good father. Being financially able to provide for her and that child, and being married to her, which makes men make boys become men. If you didn't want to marry her, why'd you get her pregnant? Because you was having fun thinking with your penis. That's why you did it. So it's a mistake. You need to learn from it and do better. Allô? Allô? Viens ici. Maintenant. Ici. Sorry, auto keep running off. It was the woman on the bike coming back. I didn't want him to chase her. Come. Ici. Attends. That's why. That's why. That means sit. One out. Good boy. You see the people? You see the people? So guys, don't you lick me. I'll swap you in your face. You know, I ain't with that crap. Do I look white to you? Don't be licking me in my face. You hear me, you idiot? And you can lick mama, but don't lick me. You hear me? You know I hate when I done seen this man eat poop, lick his butt. Don't lick me in my face. Stinking breath. But anyway, guys, you guys have a blessed night. Please be safe. Just take this video to heart, guys. I'm not trying to be mean or low down. If you're in Tennessee, I hope this young man watches this video. I'm gonna direct him to it. If you're in Tennessee and you're on child support, take care of your children, take care of your child support, take care of your obligation. It's a trap, but it wouldn't have trapped you if you wouldn't have put your foot in it. So you want to run the streets and have fun and play house. You got her pregnant, so you need to take care of your responsibility. Take care of your children. And if you're a man of God and you're on child support like I am, just take comfort in knowing that 1 Timothy chapter 5 verse 8 says, any man that does not provide for those in his household has denied the faith of Jesus Christ and is worse than an unbeliever. Take care of your children. Do the right thing. Marry the mother if she's the woman that you would marry, and try to build from there. Because if you don't marry your child's mother, society won't make fun of you, but your children will suffer. Your daughter will have daddy issues, and she will run into, more than likely, it's a high probability of you not being there that much and her getting pregnant at a young age, and her running the streets with other young men that tell, oh, I love you, baby, I love you, I want to be with you, and all they want to do is have sex. So she's more apt to get caught up in that kind of confusion if you're not there. Same thing with your sons. He'll have woman issues or daddy issues because he don't know how to, he's never had you there and is in the household dealing and helping him day to day. That's why I fought so hard to get sole custody of my son, because I knew from biblical principles that if I have not done what God has commanded me, then my son, my seed will bear witness to the mistake that I made in my life, and he will suffer. So I'm trying to do better, guys, and that's what it's ultimately about. Trying to be a better father and husband. It's not trying to eliminate the mistakes. It's trying to fix the mistakes that we've made as young men running the streets and having kids outside of marriage and having bastard kids and thinking it's fun, and being young and trying to enjoy the drama of what young people enjoy. I'm 39 years old and I enjoy peace. The peace that I have in my life, I wouldn't give it up for nothing in the world. So you guys have a blessed day. I hope this video helps someone out there. Please, if you're on child support, you can contact my attorney, Patricia Chaffetz. She's in Memphis, Tennessee. She's a great child support attorney. She's served our family well. She's now a good friend of ours. But get some help. If you truly want to be in your child's life, don't just give up your rights. But if you don't want to be in your child's life, then don't be there. Simple as that. You got the choice. But you can't complain about not being there or your kids not wanting to be around you or don't know you if you don't put forth an effort to be in their lives. So, have a blessed day, guys. Be safe. Au revoir. À bientôt. À la prochaine.